I don't know who the fuck needs to hear this, but just fucking do it. If you don't do it now, you're never going to do it. Analysis paralysis has ruined the lives of so many people. You need to understand that there's never going to be a perfect time, a perfect place, a perfect mindset. The perfect time is when you decide that you are ready. The perfect time is when you can trust yourself enough to know that no matter the situation, no matter what life throws at you, no matter the obstacles, you will persevere and you will make it. Because it's not about having the perfect plan. It's not about taking the perfect steps. It's about knowing who you are and trusting yourself to be the version of you that succeeds at whatever you want. The truth is that your soul is all knowing. You have all the answers within you. But your brain is much more logical. It plays by human rules. Because you have been brainwashed since before you were even born into believing that you're just a simple human that doesn't have all the answers, that needs to be afraid of failure, that needs to work up to become something, you have created an identity in struggle. You have created an identity in not being enough. So instead of acting from your soul that has all the answers, all the magnetism that will literally lead you down the path of success if you allow it, we listen to our brains. Our brains that tell us that's not ready yet, that's not good enough yet, wait a little bit more time, it's not practical right now. If you truly want to be successful, you have to start playing by God rules. If you don't believe in a God, if you don't believe in the universe, if you don't believe in magic, take science for example. Learn about quantum physics. When you quantum leap, it's not a process of little baby steps here and there. It is the complete energetic leap into a new timeline. It's the changing of your identity. And that's not to say that you don't need to do some shadow work, figure out some lacking beliefs that you have, or figure out where you are feeling this struggle and pain and fear and lack of worthiness. But it is to say that you are already worthy. Your worthiness is never changing. No matter what, you have the ability of every single lifetime within you. You have the version of you that is poor, the version of you that is rich, the version of you that is successful, the version of you that is a loser, the version of you that is popular, the version of you that nobody likes. They're all within you because you are infinite. So there's never a point in time where you are not worthy. But when you start writing rules for yourself, like I have to do this and this and this, I have to have this perfect schedule, I have to wake up early as fuck, I have to have no friends, work my ass off, and that's the only way I'm going to be successful, you have now tuned in the version of you, the identity of you that needs those rules in order to be successful. You're always going to be working towards something instead of becoming who you want to be. So I want you to make the decision. Whenever you're ready to start your new life, hopefully right here, right now, make the decision that you are ready. Make the decision that you are already the version of you that has everything you could ever want. And then make decisions from that knowing. Because as long as you're making decisions as somebody that is trying to become, you are going to create a life of trying to become. So when you make this decision and you start to make decisions from the knowing, if I decide that I am already a successful business owner and I start to make decisions from that, I'm probably going to post more. I'm probably going to create more. I'm going to be more loud about my business, more proud about my business. I'm going to stop feeling shame. But you're going to notice a little voice in the back of your head that is going to come up with reasons why it's not true. It might pull up old memories, maybe memories where you have been rejected. It might pull up old beliefs like you're not worthy of this attention. You don't do well under pressure. And what you're going to do is every single time one of those beliefs comes up, you're going to stop and you're going to prove that belief wrong. I don't do well under pressure. Well, remember that one time that everything was falling apart and I fixed it? Remember that one time that I had to give a speech in front of the class? That was a lot of pressure and I did well under it. There's proof in your life that your beliefs aren't true. But your brain, being the protective mechanism that it is, holds on to all the reasons that it is true. It will find every little aspect of your life where you ever felt like you were in danger, where you ever felt pain, and then hold on to them as evidence of why you should play small. Because it's scared for you. Your brain loves you. But it loves you in like a helicopter parent way. And at some point you have to let go of the reins. You have to just prove that you're going to be okay on your own. And sometimes you might need to make new evidence. That's when just do it comes in. You have to be okay with pushing through the fear. It's not always going to be easy. You're not always going to be so self-assured. No matter how much you want to be, there's going to be something that comes up in your life where you feel scared. But I want you to remember that the best things in life hide behind fear. There's a speech, I'm not sure if it's a speech or just something that Will Smith said, but he's talking about skydiving. He's talking about how it's so scary getting pushed out of that airplane. It's so scary getting up there. Everything's just so scary. But the second that you jump out, it's the most beautiful thing you will ever see. It's the most peaceful moment of your entire life. Everything worthy of having lies behind fear. It's in a new identity that you haven't explored yet. I'm a true believer that the reason people become so complacent, suicidal, depressed is because they are staying in an identity that is just not meant to exist anymore. You've explored the entirety of the identity. You don't feel happy in this identity anymore. It's just comfortable. But comfortability is stagnance, is a silent killer. When you stop truly living your life, when you stop exploring new identities, when you stop facing fears, stepping into new realities, you lose a part of your humanity. You become a robot. You become your brain instead of the soul. When you need to be one with each other, it has to be the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, all working together. That is where true happiness comes from. That's where true success comes from. If you can have the balance of acting spiritually, creating how you want to, showing up in the world as your true self, and then mentally using your thoughts to progress your life. You're having good thoughts about yourself. You're creating new identities. You're using your brain as the source that it was meant to be used. And then physically experiencing life, working out, moving energy in the real world, even traveling, connecting with other people. Having those three things makes a beautiful life. You can't do with just one. That's why you'll see a lot of millionaires that got really good at using their logical brain, creating identities that are rich and successful. They're not happy if they're not acting from a spiritual place. People like Donald Trump, those aren't truly happy people. They're rich. They somehow became the president. But deep down, he's never going to be happy. And he's always going to have these crazy things happening to him and just like a really unhappy, unstable life because he doesn't have the spiritual down. A true spiritual person that's acting from their soul doesn't spread hate. There's spiritually aligned people that don't have the ability yet to create an identity that has a lot of money. So they're struggling a lot, or they don't have the ability to attract the things that they want, even though they are really spiritually aligned with themselves and they're creating and they're doing all these different things. It has to be oneness. Oneness is so important. The moral of the story, just do it, baby. I know it sounds easier said than done, but all there is to it is to do it. Like you literally 1, 2, 3, and then do that shit. When you get an idea, act on it. When you feel something calling you, do it. Say yes more, do more. Stop questioning everything. Stop feeling the need to plan out everything. Everything will work out exactly as it's meant to if you allow it to. Allow yourself to get on the speed track to whatever goals that you have in mind by simply following your heart and your soul. Allow yourself to shut off your overactive brain for a while and just be yourself. You are the key to everything. My name is Drea. I did write this book. It's called Get the Fuck Up. It is a workbook on how to start a new identity. It has these passages, and then it has some little worksheets, some journal prompts. I spent a long time working on this and I'm very proud of it. I have an ebook version as well if you want to spend a little less, if you want to just have it on your iPad. All that along with my coaching is in my bio or description. So I love you so much. Have an amazing day and do something that scares you.